What are some of the things that you guys are advocating for?
So, one of the things that I love to highlight that we're working on this year is all of I just love children. I think they're so honest. They're so curious and.
Hey, entrepreneurs! Welcome to the Entrepreneur Podcast. And I'm here with the world-renowned, you didn't hear me, the world-renowned Dr. Nia Bordrick. She works at the National Children's Hospital here in Washington, D.C., and I am grateful for the opportunity to speak with her. We're here at the Be Well Baltimore Conference, and I want to ask her, why was it so important for you to be here today?
I love engaging with community. I spoke on a panel earlier today about prevention and how prevention is so important to preventing disease and illness later on. And we also had a discussion about how so much of what influences our health happens outside of the healthcare center. So where we live, where we work, where we play, where we spend our time. So I just love having the opportunity to get out into community and meet people where they are and have these kind of really important conversations.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Why pediatrician?
I just love children. I think they're so honest. They're so curious, and they grow so fast, and they're so open to learning new things. And it's just an inspirational space. I never know what I'm gonna see or what's gonna happen when I walk into the room, and so it just brings me a lot of joy.
So when you were deciding to become a doctor, you already knew you want to work with children.
Yeah. What's interesting is that I wanted to be a teacher for a long time.
Okay.
And then around 7th grade, I think was when I had my first lab kind of science class. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I love science. I love science. I love teaching. So do I want to be a science teacher? I didn't know. And then I was, back in the day, they called it a candy striper or a volunteer at the hospital.
Love it.
And then that was when I was introduced to medicine in high school for the first time. And it really brings together my love of teaching, my love of science, and of helping people. So I think I always did want to be a pediatrician, though. A close second was women's health. But again, I just love being around children. So
I got it.
Yeah.
This is a left field question, but it just came to mind. St. Jude's, right? And all this, you see the suffering of those young kids. And I'm sure you've experienced cases like that. That's got to be heartbreaking.
It can be really hard. I'm a general pediatrician, so I practice mostly outside the hospital.
Okay.
But every child that spends time inside the hospital, whether it's for cancer or some other chronic disease, prayerfully will make it outside the hospital. And so when children who may have an illness that they're dealing with over a long period of time, when they come into my office, I really like to emphasize their whole person. So I know that they're going to see their specialists or therapists and talk just about the disease, but I like to ask them things about what they like to do. What are your hobbies? What are your interests? What do you do for fun? And it's a great experience for not just me, but also the whole family, because there isn't always that association of being at the doctor with sickness and illness. So that's how I'm able to kind of work through, caring for children who may be sicker.
I get that. Okay. I mean, I thought about that because every time I see that, I get oh God.
It's a tearjerker for sure.
So I think, and I'm thinking when working with kids, I guess we equate that with they haven't really lived, right? And now they're sick. So.
And now they're sick and they have to deal with adult type problems.
Right. Yeah. So I commend you. That's real cool.
You.
That's real cool. Do you think, what is it that you would tell a parent with a newborn or first time parent in terms of connecting their kid with the right doctor? What would you tell them?
Oh, that is a great question. I think just like when you're interviewing or exploring any kind of service, you just have to take some time to look and see what's the best fit for you. Like if you're trying to figure out, where am I going to get my car service, or where am I going to get my nails done, or, different services, it just takes time to figure out what's the best fit. So I actually encourage parents to start thinking about that prenatally before the child is even born. For many parents, most of the families that I serve are Brown and Black families, and it's really important for them to have someone that looks like them that takes care of their children. So if that's important to you, maybe that's what you're looking for. You want to have someone whose values align, the things that you care about, just being like very logistical here, someone that may be close to you. So you don't want to always to travel 45 minutes to an hour to go somewhere. Obviously covered by your insurance. But I think, for some people, it does it is a little bit of just kind of shopping around. So go and having a conversation. Oh, is this someone who I feel comfortable with, that listens to me, that I feel like I can trust with my child's health, because that's huge. And then go from there.
Yes, great. And have you had situations with parents where you had to give them some information and they blamed you for it?
Yes, I wouldn't say that it's necessarily that they blamed me, but I would consider it to be misdirected anger.
Got you.
Whether that's a lab result that they weren't expecting, like, they came in, they got tested for something and it was not what they expected, or if it's bad news that I had to deliver, then as they're going through their range of emotions, some of those emotions may include anger, and then that can be misdirected. I also have to recognize that people come to the doctor with a lot of things that are happening in their life, and they're bringing that in with them, and that may have, actually most of the time, has nothing to do with me, but they're bringing all of that into the room, and so sometimes it can feel like I'm the one that's getting the brunt of the anger or the blame for something.
How did you learn to not take it personal?
Oh, time. When I was early in my career, with the first few years out of training, I took it really hard, and it was colleagues and senior physicians who sat me down and were like, "Look, you have to realize this is not about you." And a way that I kind of reframed it to be a little bit more positive was it kind of encouraged me to talk to them about what else was going on in their life, and that can be a sensitive topic, especially when it's like a tense situation. But over time, I've learned to build that relationships and trust by just having conversations about what else is going on in people's lives. So maybe you're housing insecure, or you're food insecure, or, like the parents might be going through a divorce. And so they're bringing all that stress in. And then on top of that, I come and tell them something they don't want to hear. So learning to not take it personal, I think just took some time, and then working with them to kind of reframe whatever the news was is, well, now that you have this, it's information. Now what can we do? How can we move forward? Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Is this what you were intended to do?
I think so. Actually, I know so.
You know so.
I know so. And my career is such now that it's a nice mix of things. So I see patients about 20% of the time. The rest of the time I serve as the medical director for community health and advocacy at Children's National, which I just love.
Nice.
We just do a lot of community engagement, a lot of partnership with our families. And it's an extension of the work that I do within the clinic, but out in the community space. So I love it.
What are some of the things that you guys are advocating for?
So one of the things that I love to highlight that we're working on this year is all about economic mobility and thriving. And so just like we talked about how a lot of what influences a person's health or a family's health, it happens outside of the hospital, that includes economics. So we're doing financial wellness sessions, talking about community empowerment, financial wellness 101,
Nice.
helping your families connected to resources, because once you have those resources, many times the sky is the limit. So I'm very excited about us exploring that intersection between economic mobility and health and well-being. Very excited.
Much needed.
Yes.
Much needed.
Yeah.
If there was anything else that you could be doing besides being a world-renowned pediatrician, what would it be?
Okay. I really love interior decorating.
Oh, okay now.
And interestingly, I just closed on an investment property on Wednesday, my first investment property. So I'm very excited about that. I'm most excited about decorating. So if I could do anything else, I think I would do that and event planning. I love doing that, and I get a chance to do a little bit of event planning with the community engagement work that I do.
Yeah.
But that is definitely going to be probably my second career. It just brings me joy, that creative side. Yeah,
I love it. So what made you decide? Where are you investing, by the way?
A row house. Like just single family.
In Baltimore? Mm-hmm. Very cool. Very cool. Is it a gut job or is it a...
Oh, no. It's just like cosmetic rehab.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm not interested in like the flipping, all that kind of stuff. I mean, I have like 2 or 3 jobs. So I just wanted this to be like my first real estate investment to be a little, less labor intensive.
I got it. So you're going to fix it up and resell it, or are you going to
Fix
rent
it up and do short and midterms.
For nurses.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna do nurses. There's also medical students, trainees that come either
What's
to
it called?
Hopkins.
Medical student trainees?
Medical students or trainees or residents.
Okay.
That come for 1, 2, 3 months for different experiences, plus the traveling nurses. In Baltimore. And so I want to have it be a furnished, comfortable place for them to be. I remember when I was in medical school, I had several friends who lived in like really nice homes. I was like in an apartment, and I remember I was like, oh, it'd be so nice to like live in a nice house like this. And so I want to like create that experience for others.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So you're going to do it by room, or are you going to do the whole house?
It's just the whole house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. How many bedrooms?
It's 2 bedrooms and 2 baths.
Nice.
But the second bedroom isn't really big enough, I think, for a separate one. So I'm going to start off with just one person at a time. But very excited about that. I'm actually partnering with Ashley Watson. She does a lot of things.
Yes, I know.
But she also does property management. So we're working together on that piece. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That's very cool. So now that I see you would like to be an interior design / investment broker, developer.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. So now that you're living out all of your dreams, when are you planning to retire? You probably think I'm crazy.
No, I think about that all the time, actually. I think about it all the time. I'd love to be able to be financially independent in 10, 15 years.
Got it.
I would love to be able to do that. So that's kind of what I'm working towards. And then, ironically, even after I retire, I know I'm going to continue to do things like this, but it's going to be at a stage where I'm doing it because I want to do it, not because I have to do it. So let's just say 10 years.
I receive it. Do you have kids?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was going to ask you if you have kids. That must be interesting, being a pediatrician. Got it.
Lots of nieces, though, and they keep me busy.
Call auntie, she can tell you.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. Do you want kids?
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what God decides.
You sound excited. I know, and
I'm around them all the time, so it's like I never really, I'm around children all the time.
No, I get it. And as you get older, you get less excited about it, right? Right? Because it would change the whole.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I received that 100%.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for taking a moment here at Be Well.
Of course. Well, thank you.
It's been a joy to speak to you.
You as well.
Continue to bless the children of the world.
Oh, thank you.
And be the best interior designer you can be as your part-time job.
Love it.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Bordrick. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.